Hey, it's Rosemary here. How you doing? Okay, so this morning I got caught up again in trying to know before taking any action whatsoever if something would work or whether it wouldn't work. I kind of fell for this thing again. I got to thinking and overthinking what text to put in my adverts for Facebook, trying to go see what others had done, trying to see the end before I even made a start. And I do know better than this. I know so much better than that. All the thinking and overthinking in the world is not going to tell me whether something will work or not. I know that, and yet still I get caught up in the nonsense. How much more you? You haven't written the about 3,000 ads that I've written, and frankly, without all the overthinking, I probably would have written a lot more. You've not had the years of experience I've had, and you have a limited budget, and you want to make sure you use it well, right? Okay? And you think that it's wise to get as clear as possible about the right path by lurking and watching to see what others are doing, or buying that new course that tells you will give you the $1,000,000 strategy for Facebook advertising. And this is just one aspect of your business. Let's not talk about all the other areas where you're overthinking, okay? Where you're looking for certainty. You want to know that you know that you know that it will definitely work if you do it this way. You don't see that that is exactly what norms want, and so they stay in jobs, honey. They stay in jobs because that is the only place that you will get the certainty you crave. And is it really all that certain? Really? Really? After all these employees are depending on an entrepreneur who thrives on uncertainty, like we do. Yeah, the norms are willing to give up their freedom in order for this entrepreneur to give them certainty. And then the norms are all up in arms and angry and getting their unions and all of this craziness when that certainty is taken away from them. When they are fired or made redundant, they feel resentful. They forget that they were depending on a person just like themselves who maybe made a bad choice or just had a blip or frankly decided that the norm was just surplus to requirement, okay? Anyway, I'm not talking to norms right here. I'm talking to you and your silly quest for certainty. The silly quest that I take part in as well, okay? So you know what? I'm not judging you here. You think and you overthink instead of just taking action on those little ideas that occur to you. You're so scared of running out of cash and so you hoard it, trying to make sure that whatever you spend your time or money on is absolutely gonna work the way you want it to before you start. You forget that it always works, okay? It always works because one, you're in this for the long haul, right? If not, then just go get yourself a job because this will not work. Accept the fact that you are a norm and you just can't hack it, so go get a job if you're not in this for the long haul. Number two, even things that don't seem to work the way you want them to work will teach you something, okay? You need that feedback and you need it each and every day in order to hone your message, okay? In order to reach the right people, in order to get the result that you want, you need feedback. And that feedback will inform your next move. All the overthinking in the world will not be able to tell you if something will work or will not work the way you want it to work. But as I say, it always works, okay? No guru in the world can tell you if it will work or it will not work. They will tell you to test things, to give it your best shot and put it out there, and the marketplace will tell you whether they like what you have to say or they don't. And once the marketplace starts to talk, you get more choices. Number one, you can stick with your original message because it is your truth. Or number two, you can filter it a little bit to hit the spot with your perfect people. The truth is, I personally think that the answer is to actually combine them both ultimately, because number one, I want to stick. You will need to stick with your original message. You can't filter it too much, but you might find that as you're listening into other people and as you are growing and expanding, that you filter it, or you don't filter it. It just kind of becomes specific to the people you are calling out to. Okay, but this is the thing: you still need to get that feedback, and you need to kind of respond to it in some way. Okay, so leader, all the thinking and the head-based knowledge in the world is not enough to replace the feedback of the marketplace or your internal wisdom. So stop navel-gazing and overthinking and instead start listening in. Listen into your internal wisdom. Listen into the marketplace, okay? Stop buying into some new wonder strategy every other 5 seconds and concentrate on what your perfect people and your heart are saying to you. And if you do not have enough people speaking back to you, you better do a whole lot more communicating because your people will not respond to something that they haven't heard yet. So right now, tap into flow, tap into intuition and ask yourself the following question: where are my people? The ones I am called to serve. And then grab the first response that pops into your heart mind, isn't that cool? So rather than your brain mind, your heart mind, okay? Choose to stick with being present in that place. So if Facebook pops into your head, stick with Facebook for 6 months. If it's LinkedIn, stick there for 6 months. If it's offline, stick with offline for the next 6 months, okay? What can I put out there? Next question, what can I put out there to get their attention? Then relax, listen in. Journal around it. Write out all the ideas that start to bubble up inside of you, okay? Anything that appears in the radar of your imagination, just pick one of those and act on it. Write them all down though. Then pick one of them and act on it. No forcing required. In fact, the more forceful you are about trying to think your way through this process, the more likely you are to put something out there that your people just don't want, okay? Tap into flow, leader. Stop trying to forcefully think your way through everything using your brain mind, okay? You're being like an elephant, stamping out all the beautiful stuff as you forcefully try to clear your path with the hugeness of your clumsy kind of body, okay? Elephants can be graceful, I know. Instead, be like a gazelle, light on your feet, tapping into flow, light enough that the wind can take you in any direction. That's kind of like your intuition. You're beautiful, you're glorious to watch as you speedily get places completely led by flow. The overthinking, it's got to be nipped in the bud, okay? If you are to do the work of impacting and making millions, nip it in the bud. Leader, the wisdom within you is more. It's much more than anything you will ever find outside of you. Okay, and then the response of the marketplace, it comes a very close second. So fight for and deliberately design the life you were born to live because you want to. I've put together a completely free training video for you, okay? It will explain to you why you're currently struggling to get results in your business. It will show you how sex, story, strategy, and spirit will make you rich doing only what you love online. So you can pop over right now to listen into it. It's at rosemarylonlieknight.com/free SSS. It's also pinned to the top of the Facebook page. So Rosemary Lonely Knight Facebook page is the top video. If you come onto the actual page, it's the video that is pinned to the top. If you can't find it there, just go to rosemarylonlieknight.com/free SSS. Listen to it completely. You don't need to give me your email address or anything like that. It's just free training for people in my community. Go listen to it, watch it before I take it down, okay? It's been a pleasure. I look forward to working with you further to actually support you in making and impacting millions. You ready? Okay then, bye.